Yo, what's up guys? I just wanted to make this video to talk about this week, what's coming up at the end of this week, and then what we've kind of got in the plan for the next block before we test again. So for those of you who don't know, we've kind of just gone through a testing week. The idea was just to kind of see where you're at, to get through some of the movements. Some people did really well, some people were kind of like at the same point, and none of it really matters except for it just gives us a little bit of an indication of where you're at and then how we can build on that. So I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. No one really went backwards, and even if you did, it was very, very close to your previous 1RMs. Okay, so we'll be able to use that data and then take that forward into the next testing, which will be in about 9 weeks time. What we're going to be doing this week is pretty much having a deload. So we just want to deload this week, let you guys relax. There'll still be some pretty hard sessions, but it'll also be opportunity for those people who missed out on doing testing to do some of the tests as well. But yeah, we'll just be kind of doing a bit of a deload and then working into a new block starting next week. Obviously, at the end of this week, next weekend, we're going to be having Limitless games. So that's another reason that we're doing the deload here, so that by the time you guys hit limitless games, you're going to feel fresh and you're going to feel ready to go, as ready as you will ever be. So that's kind of our plan. Once we finish limitless games, then I want to start an 8-week block working towards our next testing. So it'll kind of be the start of March, and then we go through March, April, and then by the time you hit May, then, which will be our 1-year birthday as well, we'll have a nice testing week right at the start of that kind of time, and we'll be able to get a good idea of where you guys sit. So we're going to go into a strength and hypertrophy block as soon as Limitless Games is finished. Week 1 will begin next week. This is also a great opportunity for people who are new. So if you're new to the club, that's great. You get to go through an actual block from start to finish, and then you'll be able to test and see how well you've done, and then we can just keep building on that like people have done in previous years. If you have some goals that you're trying to do in terms of your strength or even your fitness, then give me a yell and let me know what it is that you want to be focusing on in the next 8-week block, because it would be a really good idea to get real specific from the start of the 8 weeks and just be focusing on that for the next 8 weeks, and then we can go into the testing. What I'll do is this week sometime I will release the testing week that we usually do, so you can see what tests are going to be coming up at the end of the 8-week block, and then you can prep yourself based on whatever kind of tests you want to utilize. Alright, so the main tests that we do are the big 3. So you've got your deadlift, your back squat, your bench press. I also like to do a strict press and a pull-up test as well. We have a variation on the pull-ups, so you've got normal pull-ups for max reps or a weighted pull-up for just a 1RM. We also like to test 30-second assault bike. We like the 6-minute assault bike test and the 2K on the row or ski. These ones are really difficult to test at the moment because of the lack of equipment, but you know, we work around that really well. So if you really want to get into improving those things, it's really important that you speak to me over the next week or two so that we can try and help you create a strategy moving forward. Because for a lot of people, if you're just fit, the next part is knowing how to strategize on those cardio-based tests. It can make a world of difference. You can have a 7-10 minute 2K and bring it back to sub 7 minutes, excuse me, just by having a better strategy. All right. We also have the Ariana test. I really like that one too. Just a bit of a test for people to see if they can keep moving the whole time through, pushing themselves through different kind of movements and cardio. But yeah, so that's kind of like what the testing week will look like. I will probably put a max clean in there too, so you can see what your clean 1RM as well. But like I said, it's really difficult to try and maximize everything. So what would be good is if you just choose something to focus on and you put all your effort and your focus on that thing for the next 8 weeks, all right? So after this deload week. They call it if you chase 2 rabbits at the same time, you will probably not catch any. Alright, so you've got to chase 1 rabbit at a time. So if your rabbit is strength, you need to focus on strength, improving your strength. Don't worry too much about the cardio based stuff. You can still do cardio, shouldn't really affect your strength gains too much, but it won't be a massive important focus for you. And when you get to the testing week, you can accept that maybe your cardio is not going to be that great, but your strength is going to be real good because you focused on that. And vice versa, if you want to focus on your cardio, then you can look at focusing more on your cardio days, strategizing how you plan out your cardio days, learning about different paces on the machines, learning the different components of cardio based activities so that you know, like when I'm doing more anaerobic lactic stuff, when I'm doing aerobic based stuff, other things that I could do on my own that would help those tests as well. So there's a range of different things, but that's just surrounding the cardio aspects. And then there's power as well. Okay, so if you want to be strong, but you also want to be explosive, you have to train the explosive components of movement, which is your rate of your force production. Okay, so that's just another area that you can delve into as well. And the way we would test that would be, how does your clean go and how does your 30-second bike go? All right. There's heaps of different things that you can focus on. Maybe you just want to kind of see how everything goes, just let the program do its work, and just focus solely on just improving what you did the last time. So you might have a whole bunch of PBs that you got the last time, or a whole bunch of lifts that you did the first time, and then the next time through you just want to see those things increase slightly. Any kind of small increment on any of the lifts or cardio based things is an improvement. It doesn't really matter how much improvement it is. It's all going to be pretty significant, especially if it's across the whole board. Anyways, that's what we're kind of focusing on for the next 9 weeks, heading into May. And then April, I'm going to be doing a weight loss commit. Okay, so this is a specialty program. It's open to anyone that really wants to lose weight. It's very, very difficult to do, and it's a very high cost in terms of commitment. So I'm only looking for 8 people to do that one. That doesn't start till April, so I'll give you more and more info around that if that's something that you're interested in, or if there's someone that you know that is interested in that, then let them know and they can get in contact with me. And I've created something that's solely around just losing weight. But anyways, that's what we've kind of got on the books for the next month to 2 months. Really looking forward to Limitless Games. We're doing a lot of planning. Ariana has worked her heart into this whole thing. She really wants you guys to have an amazing day. So do I. We met up with the team yesterday to go over the judging and go over the facility, or the venue, I guess, that we're using. And yeah, I really hope you guys have a great time. Anyways, team, if you've got any questions, as always, don't hesitate to ask. Peace out.